It dated to the Monroe Doctrines. The Monroe Doctrine is a big deal. They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know.
President Donald Trump keeps talking about the Monroe Doctrine, something he says allows the US to carry out military action in South America, like the arrest of Venezuela's president at the weekend. So what exactly is the Monroe Doctrine? Why is Trump calling it the Monroe Doctrine? And what kind of threat does it pose? Well, to start, we need to go back a couple of centuries to 1823, when it was written by the 5th US president and founding father, James Monroe. The Americas had just broken free from British imperialism, and the Monroe Doctrine enshrined that European countries wouldn't interfere in American business going forward. It warned European nations that we should consider any attempt on their part to extend their system to any portion of this hemisphere as dangerous to our peace and safety. In effect, America was taking responsibility not just for itself, but the whole Western Hemisphere. And in return, the US wouldn't interfere in European affairs. In the years since, it's been used to justify American involvement in foreign countries, such as in 1904 when the US intervened in the Dominican Republic. Then President Teddy Roosevelt said the country could act as international police power. Trump has now referenced the doctrine to justify the use of military power in Venezuela.
America will never allow foreign powers to rob our people or drive us back into and out of our own hemisphere. That's what they did.
And of course, with a personal twist.
The Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot. They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know.
But it might not stop at Venezuela. Donald Trump and members of his administration have already issued warnings to several other countries and territories, including Venezuela's neighbor Colombia, already under financial sanctions imposed by Trump. Cuba, which has close ties to Venezuela and has come under pressure from the White House. Mexico, a country the president has complained about for years, saying he would have to do something about cartels running the country. And his primary target, Greenland, a semi-autonomous part of Denmark, Trump insists he needs for US national security.
Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen.
But this has put Trump at loggerheads with European leaders, as Denmark is a member of NATO, an organization which includes the US, which is supposed to work collectively towards security. Denmark says that if the Trump administration takes Greenland unilaterally, it would mark the end of the agreement, which Europe has relied on for its security since the end of World War II. 7 European leaders have now issued a joint statement insisting Greenland belongs to its people, but they won't want to risk antagonizing the US leader. This White House is testing all the rules that countries usually operate by. It has made very clear that it views the Western Hemisphere as its backyard, the Monroe Doctrine in full effect.